Hi guys, welcome back to Cardz TV. Today we're going to make another masculine birthday card. We'll use a cartridge that I've had for a couple of years, but I have never used it before, and it's Groovy Times. It's got some groovy things in it. And we'll use some paper. Actually, we'll use this black and white chevron from this Amy Tangerine Sketchbook 6x6 paper pad. For our sentiments, we'll use the Cardz TV Make-A-Wish, and we're going to use Happy Birthday. And from Cardz TV Ticket Talk, we'll use the ticket and Enjoy the Ride. We've got a black card base, and when folded, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is a landscape style card. Now, to go on top of this, I've got this really pretty green, it's kind of a lime green cardstock. And I ran this through the Paper Studio Gears embossing folder. And I'm going to take my little sanding block, and if you don't have one of these, you can just use a piece of light grit sandpaper, or you can get a nail buffer and do the same thing. But I'm just going to go over this lightly because this paper has a white core, and this will help these gears to show up a little bit more. You can see there where the white is starting to come through. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and then I'm going to adhere this to the front of the black card base. I've got this adhered to the front, and can you see just a little bit of that white is showing through. I love the texture of this, and I love the kind of distressed look that gives it. Now we're going to take a piece of that Amy Tangerine black and white chevron paper and put right down here at the bottom, and I'll have all the dimensions for you and everything I used at the end of the video. And then we're going to take a piece of this pretty kind of turquoise blue cardstock, and we're going to go right across the center. It's just a little bit of a border. From the Groovy Times cartridge, I decided I wanted to add this motorcycle. That is a very cool motorcycle, and I thought it'd be great on the front of this card. Now, it's got several layers, and I cut it at 2 1/4 inches, and if you use your Cricut expression to cut this, you're going to have to slow your speed down because there's some very intricate cuts in here, as you can see. I went ahead and cut this on my Cricut Explorer, and I used the print then cut feature, and I also cut it at 2 1/4 inches. But I'll have the dimensions for the Cricut Expression as well as the Cricut Explorer at the end of the video. Now I wanted to put my motorcycle on a mat, so I came over here to Silhouette, and I hit Shift and Silhouette, and I've cut this out of black, and here it is right here. And I took this Cuttlebug embossing folder, and I think this one's called Diamond Plate. I'm not sure. I've had it several years, but I think that's what it's called. But I went over this as well with that sanding block because I love the way that looks. That white popping through, it just really gives it a nice distressed look for a masculine card. We're going to go ahead, get this centered on the front. And I'm not popping this up because I've got my motorcycle popped up. And here it is. Didn't that turn out great? Now I cut 2, and like I've been doing, I've got it on some foam tape, but then the second layer I've also got on foam tape. So it really gives it some nice thickness and dimension. And I'm going to add that right there to the front of the card. That is a great looking masculine card. Now, from the Ticket Talk 2 stamp set, I went ahead and stamped my ticket using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And then I just took my little short tip scissors because they're nice and sharp, and I just trimmed that out of the paper. And then I also stamped Enjoy the Ride, and that's also from Ticket Talk 2. And I'm going to stick that right in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my motorcycle put down and my ticket, and then I'll show you the inside. I am loving the colors on this card. It just really pops. Here's the front of my card. Everything is adhered down, and you can see all the texture and dimension that's on this card. I really love that. We've got Enjoy the Ride, and then on the inside, I did another blue mat, another black and white chevron with just a little pop of that green, and I cut another one of the silhouette shapes from the Groovy Times cartridge, and I stamped Live Out Loud, and that's also from the Ticket Talk 2 stamp set. And from Make-A-Wish, I stamped Happy Birthday. And I've got plenty of room over here and here to write an additional sentiment and sign my name. So there is another masculine birthday card. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was so much fun because of the bright colors and all the embossing. And I love using that little sanding block because you don't know how it's going to turn out once you start taking off some of that top layer. But I really love that. Thank you so very much for stopping by and spending some time with me today. And I will see you again soon. And next time we'll do a Valentine card. Bye now.